Welcome to this training video for researchers on using the ERA system to apply for pre-award standard approvals. If you've not already watched the orientation and researcher profiles videos, please consider watching them first to learn how to log in and navigate the ERA system. You need to be logged into the ERA dashboard in order to complete your application. The ERA uses UCT single sign-on, so you can quickly log in from the portal on eraonline.uct.ac.za with your UCT username and password. Please note that if you're already logged in via single sign-on to another UCT website, you may be directed straight into the system without having to log in again. Once you are logged in, you'll be directed to your profile dashboard. The dashboard is the main landing page for the ERA system. To learn more about your profile dashboard, please watch the Researcher Profiles video. To capture your pre-award standard approval application, click on Add New Content and select Project Application Approval Request. You will be taken to the Project Application Approval Request page, where you can select what type of application or approval you want to capture. Proposal and approval requests can be clinical or non-clinical. Use proposal approval forms if you're applying for funding, or the contract form to capture the details of an already awarded fund. You may also capture a preliminary proposal application with budget for an intention to submit. Refer to the section on the right-hand side for an explanation of each of these options. In this case, it is the standard approval clinical trial. You'll be redirected to the page where you get to key in the details of your application. On this page, there are different tabs that require information about your application. These tabs allow you to quickly move through the process, and you can save updates at any point. The fields marked with an asterisk are mandatory and must be filled in before the record can be saved. At this point, under the Key Information tab, read through the information provided at the top of the page. Ensure the right type of form has been selected before filling out all the required fields on the page. By virtue of completing the application form, your name will automatically populate in the UCT Primary Investigators field. Once all required fields have been completed, you move to the Research-Related Information tab. Under the Research-Related Information tab, you can specify your research areas. You can also relate project applications that have been captured on the ERA system if applicable. You can also have the option to relate contracts if applicable. Once all the required information is filled out, you can click on Save and move to the next tab. The Resourcing, Ethics and Biosafety tab is where you will capture all information related to the resources available or sourced for the projects and the ethical considerations or arrangements made. Please make sure you complete all the fields marked with an asterisk. Please note that the Clinical Trials field is only available on the Standard Approval Application form for clinical trials and preliminary approval. It is not present in the non-clinical trials form. You will need to tag the budget reviewer who will be assisting with the financial information. As the PI, you will also need to make declarations that the information captured on the application is complete and accurate. Please note that the preliminary declaration box must be checked before the application moves to the next level. The final declaration box will only be checked after the application has been reviewed by the budget reviewer. Also, should you want to withdraw the application, you can do this at any step of the process. Details of the withdrawal should be captured in the section that states, "If PI decides to withdraw this application, indicate below," and use the Withdrawal Comments box to record the reason. If you're happy with the information that you've provided for the application and do not want to make further edits, click on Save and Close to push the item to the Submitted to Budget Reviewer step in the application workflow. Otherwise, keep the application in draft status and you can come back to it at a later stage. You will receive an email notification with the reference number informing you that the application has been submitted to the budget reviewer. Once an application has been reviewed by the budget reviewer, the application will be sent to the Return for Clarification step. Once sent to the step, the researcher will get a notification and has to access the application to make a final declaration. Please note, it is the PI or applicant's responsibility to confirm that all the information is accurate and to make a final declaration to this effect. To access the application that has been reviewed, log on to the ERA system. You will land on your dashboard. Ensure that you're on the researcher role, and on your dashboard, check the list of things to do. You can use the Things to Do section to select the application to be reviewed, or you can check the list of applications by using the left navigation bar and clicking on Project Applications, Approval Requests under Award Management to view a list of applications. Select the respective application to open the application. Once the application is opened, navigate to the Financial Information tab to view the financial details. Once this is reviewed and you are satisfied with the details, navigate to the Resourcing, Ethics and Biosafety tab and tick the box under the Final Declaration section. If you're happy with the information you've provided for the application and do not want to make any further edits, click on Save and Close to push the item to the Submitted to Finance Approver step in the application workflow. If you have financial information you'd like clarified or edited, select the Submitted to Budget Reviewer step. Should you want to keep the application on the current step to come back to at a later stage to complete your review, then select the Return for Clarification step. In this instance, I will push the application to the next workflow step in the process, which is the Submitted to Finance Approver step. As the PI, once you have made submission to the external funder, you have to push the application to the Submitted step. To action this, log on to the ERA system and ensure that you're on the researcher role. On the dashboard, under Things to Do, select the respective application. Once the application is opened, click on Save and Close and select the Submitted step. Once an application has gone through the various stages of the process and feedback has been received from the external funder, if applicable, the PI can record the outcome of the application. To do this, ensure that you logged onto ERA and on the researcher role. On the dashboard, under Things to Do, select the respective application. You can also access the application by using the left navigation bar and clicking on Project Application Approval Requests under Award Management to view the list of applications you have. Once the application is opened, navigate through the different tabs to the Approval and Outcome tab. Under the Outcome section, complete the provided fields as indicated below. Once the outcome of the application has been recorded, click Save and Close. Select the workflow step that corresponds to the outcome that has been specified on the application. This could be conditionally awarded, awarded, contract required, or unsuccessful, and click Done. Please note that if you select the awarded contract required option, a contract will automatically be created under the Contracts module. During the review process for your application, it could be returned back to you for clarification to the Return for Clarification step. It could also be sent back for review to the Researcher Review step after it has gone through the Institutional Review step, which involves contracts managers. When returned to either steps, comments may be recorded using the Comments feature when saving and closing an application. These comments will only be visible on the status log of your application. To view the comments in the status log regarding the application, log into your profile and select the respective application. Once the application is opened, go to the Admin Info at the top right corner of the page and select Status Log. Once the status log is opened, you will see comments that have been made by respective parties regarding the application.
Attend to these comments and resubmit the application to the next applicable step.
Congratulations! You now know how to apply for your pre-awards proposals and contract approvals. If you run into any difficulties, please log a call using the link in the help desk and support section.